What is time and the principle behind time? Time is caused by a trinity of ingredients, so let us picture a triangle, and at its base is form. The two ascending lines are motion and consciousness. Time must have all three ingredients to exist, and all three are interdependent. Form cannot exist without consciousness and motion. Motion cannot exist without form and consciousness, as we know it, does not exist without motion and form. Let us look at the motion aspect in relation to time. It is obvious that without motion, there could be no clocks, for we depend on the various motions of the three hands to tell us how much time has passed. If the hands had no motion, then no time would be registered. Let us suppose that all motion ceased. Where would time be then? It would not exist. But, says the skeptic, the forms would still exist. Actually, they wouldn't. The only thing that makes matter seem solid with form is that subatomic particles are moving near the speed of light. If their motion were to cease, then we would move beyond the forms just standing still. All form would just disappear. With no motion, there would be no form. There would be no time and no consciousness to register the forms. Now let us say that form did not exist. If there was nothing with any type of form, then there is nothing to move. If nothing is in motion, then there is no time to register. If time is not registered, then it no longer exists. Now let us look at consciousness. It is consciousness that registers motion and form. The passing of time is governed by the sequence of conscious registration. In the human kingdom, an entity will take about 1 second to consciously register a thing. That is why the second was originally determined to be the smallest unit, as it takes about that long to register in the brain what an image is. Now our eyes can capture an image in around a 64th of a second or less, but it still takes about a second to realize what it is we have seen. Time passes differently with a fly, a human cell, and an atom. Try to capture a fly out of midair and you'll see that he is registering time quicker than you are. On the other hand, a second to an elephant is longer than to the human being. Imagine that you were reduced to the size of an atom, and instead of a second being a human one, that conscious registration of a second was changed, so it was billions of times quicker. In this case, you could see the motion of the particles within the atom. The bottom line is that without consciousness there can be no creation or registration of form.